What's up, everyone? Gojin the Makai Phantom approaching ya. Well, I'm using my normal intro. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, what's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Galactic Nerd Outpost. Forget that last intro, but I am your host, Gojin the Makai Phantom, and joining me is Cody Bratch.
I'll try not to fuck up nearly as much as he fucked up that intro, I promise.
Hey, I didn't fuck up that intro as much as I fucked up your mom's cooch.
He's trying to make up for a joke he missed while we were off feed.
What joke did I miss? I see you right now.
You can't see me. I got my camera turned off.
Okay, though, for when it comes to this podcast, we're going to be looking at two kaiju and tokusatsu-esque things. Well, the first thing is definitely tokusatsu, and that is not, and those are going to be the first. We are starting with this film that I have never heard of until now, that is getting brought over by SRS Cinema, The Whale God, or in short, Cody's mom.
Got a whale of a tale to tell you, lads. A whale of a tale or two about the fluffing fish and the girls I've loved on nights like this with the moon above. A whale of a tale and it's all true. I swear by my tattoo.
Now, I'll say this, I have not seen this movie. I have never heard of this name till Dimos Z, I believe his name is, posted this into my Discord server. I don't know about you, Cody.
Yeah, I'll keep it a buck with you. I've never heard of it before. It caught me completely by surprise. I'm like, wait, what's this? A whale kaiju? I need to know more about this. And then read the article and did some more deep dive. Found that trailer that we're going to watch after we read this article. And I just thought, considering what we usually cover here on this here podcast, it would fit the mold, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I'll say this, from what I see from this picture, that looks like a real fucking whale, so looks like the effects are pretty good.
Yeah, and one of the best things about it, I know we're going to be reading the article soon, but I have to say beforehand, because I find it so impressive, they made a life-size full replica of the whale to use for filming, and that's incredibly impressive in my opinion.
I agree, especially considering this is a Japanese film with a budget that isn't the same as Hollywood, and they made a life-size replica with the detail and everything of a real fucking whale. That's crazy.
Free Willy eat your heart out.
Yeah, just goes to show that while budget can show in some products, what matters first and foremost is the talent behind it.
You know, I find it interesting. It was never released here in the States beforehand, before this release got coming up, but it was released in other international territories under the name Killer Whale, which surprises me because you can clearly see that thing doesn't look like a fucking orca.
Yeah, that looks like a fucking blue whale.
Which is even better because the blue whales are the biggest, not just the biggest whales, but the biggest animal on Earth.
Yeah, they are. Though I forgot what there is this one thing that I watched from this channel, Casual Geographic. I would highly recommend checking him out. He makes these very fun, chill, somewhat documentary-esque videos on animals. And there's this one creature. I forgot what the fucking creature is. They basically combine together. It lives in the deep sea, I believe. And it creates something that's even larger than the whale. It's basically like fucking Destroya. A bunch of things blended into one. Yeah, basically a bunch of organisms blend into one thing. And I hear that actually outweighs the blue whale. I forgot what the creature was called.
No kidding. So, like, the thing where Destroya / Shadora can combine together into one bigger animal, that's actually a thing?
Yeah, apparently. There's also another thing that's a thing is there's water underwater, a thing people memed on SpongeBob for.
Well then, the plot thickens.
Yep, just like your mom's ass.
Joey, why you do this to me? I thought we were friends.
Hey, that's what they, like they say, I hang around you for the plot, Cody. And you know what the plot is.
Don't do it.
And here's what we're like at the article. Source: SRS Cinema LLC. Special thanks to Avery Gura, a Sci-Fi Japan exclusive. SRS Cinema is proud to announce the equation of the whale god.
Acquisition.
Yeah, the acquisition. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading fast. I'm reading fast, so stuff like that happens, and I'm dyslexic.
That's not all you're fast at, Mr. Speed.
Your mom said the same thing.
Well, she had to tell me. You only lasted 2 seconds. Got him!
Yeah. Released by Dai, now Kadokawa. Oh, that explains so much. I didn't know Kadokawa was now Dai. Because I was always wondering that, wait, did Dai go out of business or something? Is that why
Kadokawa actually, Kadokawa was an established studio by the time Dai filed for bankruptcy. And Kadokawa bought Dai's assets in bankruptcy court, which is why they now have Gamera.
Oh, that makes so much sense. That makes perfect sense. I was always kind of confused by that.
Glad to clear that up for you.
Thank you.
Just like I clear out your mom's ass.
In 1962, the film was directed by Takuzo Tanaka, starring Kujiro Hongo, Gamera series, and Takashi Shimura, Seven Samurai, and Godzilla. Oh, I know who Takashi Shimura is. He was, what's his name? Oh, fuck, he was such a good character in both films, Godzilla and Seven Samurai. Yamane and Godzilla. I forgot his name.
Oh, he was Dr. Yamane, right?
Yeah, Yamane and Godzilla, and I forgot his name in Seven Samurai, but he was great too. With music by Akira Ifukube, Godzilla, Rodan, and features stunning life-size special effects. I wish they would have credited the person who did the effects like they did everyone else.
Right?
Because special effects are just as much a part of the art as the writer, actor, director, composer, all that.
Even more so depending on the movie.
Exactly. And this is the first official North America release for the Whale God, which has been marketed internationally under the title Killer Whale. Once a year, the quiet fishing village of Wadura in South... 1 minute, my glasses are fucking with me.
Oh no.
Once a year, the quiet fishing village of Wadura in southern Japan is in turmoil. The whalers have always concentrated their efforts to try and catch a killer whale, which is easily twice as large as an ordinary leviathan. Exactly what Cody's mom described my penis as.
God damn it.
And passes by the offering at the same every year. Shaki, whose grandfather and elder brother were all victims of the killer whale, is determined to kill it. As an inducement, the headman of the village promises to give his only daughter and all his possessions to anyone who succeeds in disposing of the terrible whale. A special Blu-ray release will be announced soon, with DVD and digital release to follow. I'm going with Blu-ray. Like, I don't. If you buy DVDs, that's fine. But for me, I only buy DVDs when I have to, of stuff like the Super Sentai series that for some reason does not have Blu-rays here, and certain Ultra shows like Ultraman Tiga. But why would you choose a DVD over a Blu-ray? I do not understand that.
It's because I'm in poverty and I only have access to a DVD player and can't afford a Blu-ray player.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't have a Blu-ray player, but I have gaming
to be able to watch. Oh, okay. I would love to be able to watch Blu-rays because, yes, they are very much superior in quality to DVDs. But I gotta be choosy about how I spend my money, especially in recent days. I don't want to get into it, but let's just say it'll be a while before I'm able to afford a Blu-ray player. Probably by the time I'm able to afford it, the next generation of home video viewing will be up, and I'll be like, God damn it, I missed it.
He doesn't want to get into it, but let's be honest. We all know that he's spending that money on getting blowjobs by Abyss Kaiser.
Hey, you're the one that recommended him to me.
Hey, he's always on my dick, so I thought, you know what? Let's give him someone who would actually want it. I didn't consent to that shit.
The hell you didn't. While I was walking around with that little shorty skirt of yours going, oh, I need an adult. This guy's be like, off. I am an adult.
Oh, God. SRS Cinema. Okay, I know what SRS Cinema is. Okay, so let's look at the trailer now. Give me a second. Now, let's...
Do you remember how to spell SRS Cinema?
Yes.
Just making sure. I know you got that retard thing going on.
Oh, fuck off. But now let's look at this trailer, which I think this should tell you how niche it is here in the United States. Because the thing is, this doesn't even have a English trailer on YouTube. It's in Japanese. So, while stuff like Godzilla movies, you could always find something English of that. I'm not talking about a shitty dub. Dub's gay. But I'm talking
Dub's
about...
superior, sub's inferior.
But it does, but I'm talking about stuff with, like, English writing on it. Might as well give Kadokawa a sub because they do some good stuff. But let's take a look at it.
Besides, you're used to subbing, aren't you?
Oh, I know what you're doing there. Ha ha.
It was funny and you know it.
Yeah. I actually almost used that joke on you, but I was like, wait, that's gonna make no sense considering I'm the one who watches subs, so I'm just gonna let that go.
Thank you for following me on this journey.
7つの海に荒れ狂うマシンのごとき虚芸に命を懸けた若者たちの豪快壮絶の物語。
Is that Toshiro Mifune? Let me see. Let me look that up because that looks like Toshiro Mifune. Give me a second. 1 minute.
I'm pretty sure that is.
Yeah, because that's what it looks like. Oh, so you know who Toshiro Mifune is too?
Oh, yeah. I think he was in either the Hidden Fortress or Seven Samurai. Maybe he was in both.
He was in both. He was in a fuck ton of Kurosawa films, bro. He was a leading actor of his time. Okay.
Well, I'm not surprised considering, just look at him. The dude has very powerful features.
Oh, he does. He was a great actor, and he was also the type of person that a lot of people could look at and be like, yeah, the ladies are gonna love that. I know people who are still thirsting over him till this day.
Well, present company right here.
Okay. Well, I guess it's not. Interesting. Because the thing is, because that guy does look like him.
And this looks like the kind of movie he would be in, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly, because it's in the old samurai days, and he was known for that.
Yeah, it's got the same sort of cinematography, and yeah, it's in black and white, but that's only a part of it.
Yeah, and it has Takashi Shimura and a lot of other people he worked with. So yeah.
You'd think he'd be in this, right? And you think that'd be him, but it's not.
Yeah. Just a interesting doppelganger.
風来坊で海の荒くれ男奇襲。肉親を虚芸に倒されて復讐の鬼と化した若者シャキ。虚芸に疲れたシャキを慕う浜の娘エイ。可憐なシャキの妹ユキ。ユキの恋人カスケ。クジラ神を仕留めた者に娘と名跡をやるとし。
Takashi Shimura I'm sure you can recognize him on first sight.
Oh, hell yeah. Dr. Yamane himself. Absolutely. Come on now.
Yep, incredible actor right here. In every performance I've seen of this guy, his performance was fucking magical. Dr. Yamane, like when you compare it, how you know he's a good actor, because in Gojira, he seemed like this very broken old man who wanted to use his scientific research to pretty much just use Godzilla for better things than simply killing him. But in Seven Samurai, he was more of this confident, upbeat guy that spoke in a very tough tone. And he did both very fucking well. And then you have Ikiru, where he's playing a man with cancer trying to make the final days of his life the best. So yeah, this guy right here, a legend of his time. He was able to play completely different characters and knock it out of the park each time.
Range like a motherfucker. One of my favorite scenes that he did of his was in the first Godzilla movie, when he came back after they announced the plan to try and stop Godzilla, and he was saying they shouldn't try to kill him. Minas went, well, Ogata's like, no, I think they should. And then he looked at Ogawa and it's like, no, Ogata. And it was like, boy, what the fuck you just say in my house? Yeah. And then they had that back and forth, and then it ends with him like, get out of my house.
Yeah. Which I think a lot of us can kind of relate to Yamane in that regard, where if someone's shit-talking Godzilla in our house, they could get the fuck out.
Oh, trust me. I relate to that scene on such a cosmic level, it's not even funny. Yeah. Oh, it's a little funny.
するクジラ名氏の娘トヨ。彼女の美貌と肉体はクジラ神を倒した男にかけられた。
俺の相手はクジラ神だ。日本中のクジラ取りがクジラ神をば恐れおののき、クジラ神の姿ば見れば網を巻いて逃げ戻る始末じゃ。クジラ取りの名誉はどこにある？ええ、お前が好きじゃ。
うちには分かった。あんた死ぬ覚悟ばしとる。どうせ死ぬ身やからと思ってうちを。
Yeah, I will say this here. It seems to have a lot of drama, a lot like those old school kaiju, toku, and even samurai films. And while I don't understand what they're saying, everyone here seems to be putting a lot of emotion into the role, and that's how you know it's good acting here. You don't even understand what they're saying, but
you understand what they're trying to get across.
Yeah, you can still read them if that makes sense, even without the subtitles.
For sure.
Like their facial expressions and the tone of their voice still gives off the cues that kind of helps tells the story in that regard.
Oh, absolutely.
Like from what I'm gathering here, like a lot of this discussion, like you have a bit of a thing going on with a guy that's clearly having issues with his wife, and the other with Takashi Shimura. There seems to be a lot of drama being caused by this giant whale that's going to cause a lot of havoc around its very existence.
For sure.
Yeah, something about this just really feels like a Kurosawa film.
Probably what they were trying to emulate.
Yeah, because Kurosawa was massive at the time, and still is till this day.
For sure.
全映画界の話題をこの一遍に集めた豪快無比の海の大活劇編。
Now we all know that's what Cody's gonna be jerking off to tonight.
Better than what you're jerking off to.
Your mom. But wait, I don't have to because she's already on my dick.
Oh, I just said something almost said something really bad that would have gotten this podcast taken down. So just be thankful that I care a lot about that.
And of course, there's other Dai creations. You know what I find interesting? Like, you know what they're showing here? They're showing Dai creations like Daimajin and the Yokai Monster Trilogy, but we don't see Gamera here.
Yeah, that's true. Where the fuck is Gamera? Gamera's like probably the most well-known of Dai's original creations.
Yeah, we even got these fucking starfish here, which I forgot what that movie's called, but I hear it's fucking dumb.
I've never even heard of it, and if you say it's dumb, then it must be really dumb.
To be fair, I haven't seen it myself, and I might have a different perspective if I watch it, but I watched Paper Finn's video of it, and he did not like that movie.
Oh, wait, I have heard of it. I think it's like a movie that... Maybe, no, that's a different movie. There's a I think there's also a South Korean black and white movie that also has a starfish in it, but rather than being a kaiju, it's an alien, but a lot of people mistake it for a kaiju movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh! How about that, huh?
And that's another thing that's curious. If that's South Korean, why the fuck does Kadokawa have that as a Dai thing? I don't get it. Like, did Dai have part in it?
I have no idea. That's why for a second there, I thought they might have been two completely different things. And it was just a coincidence.
Yeah, like that. But as someone else who heard of it, what are your thoughts of what you've seen of that movie?
I don't need to see it. That's basically all I need to say.
I might check it out at some point, but as of right now, there's better things I could be watching.
Yeah, you go ahead and you check it out, just like you check out Little Boys at the Mall.
Oh!
Now it's definitely getting taken down.
Just because I watch you play does not mean it does not qualify as a little boy. Just because you're a man-child.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, I think the movie looks pretty good. I think there seems to be a lot of quality and effort put into it, a lot of great acting, and I can tell Akira Ifukube's score is on the film. So personally, I'm pretty hyped for it.
Unlike that Starfish movie, I actually do want to see this. I just found out about it fucking yesterday. I'm like, came the butt fuck out of nowhere. I had no idea it even existed, but then I see all this, I read about it, and I'm just like, I gotta see this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Toku Punk Production said hello. Hello, how are you doing, brother?
Greetings, Earthling. Take us to your leader.
But let's take a look at the thing that got everybody's attention.
No, hold on. I wanted to talk a little bit more about this. I got some more I gotta say about this.
Oh, okay.
It does not surprise me that it's SRS that's releasing this, considering the fact that they've released a whole lot of obscure independent kaiju movies recently, including, but not limited to, the Howl from Beyond the Fog, I think it's called.
Yeah, I own that.
Deep Sea Monster Raigo, and its inferior sequel, Deep Sea Monster Raiga, and the third one, the name of which I do not remember, and a whole bunch of other stuff too.
I actually really liked Deep Sea Monster Raiga because, like, the first one I'd say is mostly serious with some comedic elements. The second one is is almost a straight up parody, and I think if you go in with the mindset of that film being a dumb comedy, I think you could really appreciate it for what it is.
Perhaps. I don't know for sure. I'd have to actually watch it all the way through to be for certain. But
I'd recommend it. The kaiju is even designed by none other than Keita Amamiya, which is why it looks so fucking cool.
It does look cool. I will I will not deny that. I will say I do prefer the creature in the first Deep Sea movie only because comparatively I think it's a bit more more unique, while as the one from the second movie is takes a lot more after Godzilla comparatively.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Mm.
Toku Punk Production says, I don't know, this film looks cool. I can agree. Like, when I first read the title, I was like, I never heard of this movie, probably not very good. And then when I actually watched the trailer, it's like, yeah, this looks like a quality film. This looks like something that could have been made by Kurosawa or even Ishido Honda. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty interested in it, too.
yeah, it took me by surprise because you can either get great quality out of Dai, or you could get real shit out of Dai from the Showa series. Now, I'm gotta say, as ambitious, I give them props for being ambitious, but the Showa Gamera series special effects, even for the time, are not that great. You put the best Showa Gamera movies best effects from one of those movies up against the worst effects from a Showa Godzilla movie, I'd say that you'd still see a stark contrast in the quality of both.
Oh,
However,
yeah, most definitely. Like, here's the thing about Gamera. I don't think all the Showa effects are bad. I'd say they're more so mostly, maybe this is generous, average. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'd say they would look more at home in a TV show like Ultraman. But Ultraman's case, they're impressive because the thing about Ultraman is it's a weekly TV show, so they have less money and they have less time to make these effects. So it's much more impressive seeing what they brought to life on film. Gamera's a movie.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I will say that, in my opinion, the special effects from the first movie, ironically enough, are probably the best. But I feel that's probably because they weren't trying to reach as far to try to accomplish as much. And also, the black and white probably hides whatever helps hide more flaws that there may or may not be in the effects.
Yeah, exactly. Daimagen, however, and this is crazy. This is what's really crazy. Like, Gamera was the one they were making all these sequels to. But you know what? It seemed like there was more time and effort into bring to life Daimagen in the Yokai Monsters trilogy. Because the thing about Daimagen is those effects still look really good. Like, to be fair, it's a very simplistic design, but the armor looks very solid, a lot like a statue. And even when it comes to the eyes, when they use the actor's eyes, it actually looks like it's a part of that solid body. And
yeah, I was gonna say something similar. It's stunning to me how you go from the math quality, best of Gamera, and then you have this absolute effort of a masterpiece in what is the Daimajin trilogy. Holy shit, does it look so much better in comparison? But like you said, they weren't trying to extend their reach as much, and it's a more simplistic design. But still, they make that shit work.
Yep, and then you also had the Yokai Monsters trilogy, which, yeah, it looks a bit faker, but here's the thing. In the Yokai Monsters trilogy, they had to make an army of suits and all of that, which is why that's impressive.
For sure. Now I'm imagining, that evolutionary walk cycle where it goes from the monkey to the caveman and then to the modern human. Now I'm imagining that, but with the Showa Gamera and then one of the yokai monsters and then Daimajin at the front of it.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. And what's interesting, here's some interesting trivia about Daimajin. He was actually originally going to be a Gamera opponent. I wonder if he would look as real if they did that.
That is a damn good question, considering the fact that in addition to the effort they'd have to make the Daimajin suit, they'd also have to put more effort into the sets and into making Gamera himself look good, and then trying to make it look good, having them fight each other, and to have them put in insert zany Gamera moment here, because almost all the Gamera movies have one or two what the fuck moments in them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even in the best ones, like Barugan's case, you have that fucking rainbow coming out of its back, and it's like, even with the serious tone of that one, it's like, yep, there's the Showa Gamera stuff there.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, this movie here, it seems like the Whale God is taking more after the Daimajin trilogy as opposed to the Showa Gamera series, which isn't that surprising considering the fact that it's supposed to emulate the real world more so than Gamera, comparatively speaking, just like the Daimajin was trying to. And really, the only effects needed were maybe one or two sets. I'm not sure. And then the whale itself.
I think when it comes to stuff like this, is there was talent in Daiei. Just when it came to the show of Gamera, I believe they put in less effort into them because they're like, nah, we're making these for kids. Without coming to the realization that, as Angry Joe stated, they shouldn't be. Angry Joe said this about the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but I'm going to use this as Gamera. It shouldn't be just for kids. It should be for everyone.
Yes. And even if it is a kids movie, there is still the best kids movies still have efforts put into them.
Like Star Wars. Fucking Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
Toku Punk Production says, I hope they bring back the Rainbow of Death and the Gamera Rebirth. I hope they do too. Like, come on, you got a flying fucking turtle. That goofy shit in the 90s movies and in the anime. I'm pretty sure it is there. It was in the trailer if I remember correctly. Is it gonna kill them to use that rainbow effect?
Man, that'd be something. However, I don't think they're going to use it only because I honestly don't think Barugan's going to be in Gamera Rebirth. At least not the first season, assuming that there are seasons afterwards. I think they've already revealed who 3 of the monsters are going to be in this movie. They revealed Zigra, Gaios, and Jiger. And Gamera's only supposed to fight 5 monsters. And I think the last 2 are honestly going to be Guiron and Virus.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Or they might do a bit what Singular Point did and blend a few of the iconic monsters into one.
I could see them doing that with Jiger and Barugan and Zeta, since those 3 Gamera monsters are the most alike of any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But anything more we have to say about the Whale God?
It looks great, and I can't wait to see it.
I can agree 100%. Now, what we're gonna do is look up the next thing everyone's looking forward to, and that is the 8th wonder of the world is getting an anime series. No, we're not talking about you, Cody.
I'm the 7th wonder, actually.
Okay. And that is Kong Skull Island.
Look at Kong, the 8th wonder of the world.
Now let's look. Give me a second. Let me pause this. And that's what you always say when you take your shirt off in public trying to get women to touch you.
And yet they always run away.
Yeah. And they call the police. Toku Punk Productions says the whole sequel blooms way better than the first one, LMFAO. Yeah. But let's take a look.
You know what they called that place?
Here's the thing. This is something that's fucking retarded of me. Since this is an anime, my first instinct when I heard the English was, oh, I clicked on the dub. I was like, oh wait, this is an American show.
Your bias makes you all the more retarded.
Hey, they're gonna have a Japanese option with this show, and I'm gonna watch it in English like I did Pacific Rim the Black. So cut me some slack.
You get no slack, sir.
Skull Island.
Peter did.
Oh, tentacles in anime.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Yep. Just what we needed in the Monsterverse.
A+, instant masterpiece, 10 out of 10. Run, lady.
Okay, so what I'm seeing here is give me a second. Let me go back a bit. When you have these giants and other things going after the people, and even looking at stuff like one minute, like her reaction, it seems like this series is going for more horror elements than the movie was.
I think that the movie tapped into the horror a little bit. After all, it did have that cannibal Holocaust tribute scene in it. But I can see them going more horror with this, because when it comes to anime, especially, or animated shows, especially when it comes to those that are put on streaming, it seems like there aren't as many kid gloves involved. It seems like they're allowed to go for more than what they would for, say, a show broadcast on television.
Oh yeah. And like, for example, this is animated by the people who did fucking Castlevania, and everyone knows that show is not for kids. No,
It's definitely not for kids. Great fucking show too. They also did that one Greek mythology animated show that I can't remember the name of, because I usually just call it Clash of the Gods, the animation.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not for kids either.
Yep. And this, while obviously is not gonna be as dark, vulgar, and all that of Castlevania, it does seem like it's gonna be darker than the film, because the film had dark things that happened into it. The tone was still like pretty much what you'd expect from a typical Hollywood popcorn flick, you know?
Right.
And this seems to be going for something that's a little darker, and you know what? I'm not against that.
Yeah, one of the best things about the MonsterVerse is the versatility in tones and plots and stuff like that. So I'm all for it. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Yep. Especially since the trailer is going out of its way to show up all these people getting fucking murdered.
Absolutely. And I want to say one more thing, since you paused on the image. She's seen enough hentai to know where this is going too. Run, lady!
Okay. Like, even the monster designs, a lot of them look like, outside of the stuff like that fucking spider in the movie, a lot of them look very horror-esque in facial features. Like, let me go back to that.
Very Lovecraftian, yeah.
Yeah, like, give me a second.
Obviously not that big bulldog thing, which I think is actually going to be the comedic pet sidekick equivalent thing. You know how most animations have that little pet or sidekick that's there to be cutesy / comedic. Like
how you are on this podcast.
Grow up, will ya? There's like Nigel from the animated Godzilla series, and then you have Timon and Pumbaa from the Lion King. It goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
OMG, it's the crab from Monster Hunter. Really? Is it, though? Or does it just look an awful lot like it?
I'm not sure. But, like, look at this face. That's nightmare fuel right there.
Yes, very Lovecraftian in the best of ways.
Exactly. And you also have other monsters like that. That looks pretty creepy, too, particularly when it has its mouth open.
Yeah, that's the one that's the crab that Toku Punk was saying was the crab from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
I wouldn't know because I don't know as much about Monster Hunter. I know I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, the movie was fun.
I'll have to rewatch it.
We're kind of in the minority there, though, since a lot of people hated it, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, and that's what it was supposed to be. It's just like, it wasn't supposed to be this deep character-driven thing. It was just supposed to be a fun little distraction, and I think it is a fun little distraction.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even for what it is, there is better popcorn flicks, but still, it's something I had a pretty good time with. That's why when I watched it, and one of the people I watched it with said, "Oh, that was so awful," I was like, really? I thought it mostly did its job.
Agreed.
Okay. But to be fair, another thing, like, even this thing looks a bit scary. Like, another thing on why these monsters probably look a bit scarier than they do in the movie. This is animated by the fuckers who made Castlevania. So
Right?
I think that's why it's visually more horror-esque than the movie, because obviously those guys made a very fucking edgy TV show. So
Yeah,
you-
here's how I think the pitch meeting went. They went to them and it's like, hey, you guys know the MonsterVerse series, Godzilla, Kong, and all that? And they're like, yeah, that's cool. How would you guys like to do your own little take on that? And then they're all rubbing their hands together, doing evil grins, going, yeah,
yeah,
we're gonna fuck some shit up.
Exactly. Now, what she's gonna be, this girl. 1 second. I want to say that. Like I think she's gonna be like John C. Reilly of the movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like like for example, with John C. Reilly, he was the one who was stuck on that island, and eventually they got and. Oh, 1 minute. The chat suddenly blew up. What the hell?
Everyone's just spamming Godzilla guy. You think they're talking about you?
I have no idea. I don't get it. But
Me neither.
whatever. It's activity.
Fuck them anyways.
But when it comes to her, like, you know how John C. Reilly in the movie had this was on Skull Island. Oh, 1 minute. I'm trying to get my mind back together because that fucking distracted me. Because it's how it just suddenly blew up. John C. Reilly in the movie was lost on Skull Island, and everyone had to very much get his help. I think that's what we're having here.
Yeah, you're probably right, because I remember reading a synopsis that was released either recently or a while back that said that there was a group that were going to try and rescue some girl off the island, but as a consequence of this, they would end up being stuck themselves. So I see her doing that, getting ready to choke the shit out of that guy. Kinky. Anyways, and I'm like, is that the girl they're supposed to be trying to rescue?
Yeah, I think that's the case, because she probably has been on this island for years, probably friends with the natives on that island, and figured out her own way on how to survive there. And now everyone that shows up, she's probably a danger. She's probably very defensive against, till they eventually end up finding common ground, and she ends up helping them escape. That's what I think is happening.
Huh. Could be.
Okay.
There's Monkey!
Yeah. And when it comes to this design of Kong, first thing I want to kind of point out, and I'm not complaining, anyone notice how he's a different color than he is in the movie? In the movie, he's brown, which he's brown on the poster too, but here, he's a darker fur. So a part of me wonders if that's a different ape on Skull Island to kind of, like, maybe even the ape in that new Godzilla vs. Kong New Empire movie. That might even be him. Or they just changed Kong's color, and the person who did the artwork of it decided to stick more to the MonsterVerse design.
You know what I think it could be is that it might also depend on like the time of day his day, because you know how the sun will reflect and stuff. If as the sun gets brighter, his fur might get lighter, and as it starts to get darker, his fur might get darker. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be it. I don't think it's going to be it, but I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't matter, because in the end, it really doesn't, because this Kong looks fucking badass. Look at that face there. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the design kind of reminds me from that old 2000s Kong the Animated Series show.
I knew you were going to say that. I was hoping to beat you to the punch, but I didn't. But yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying, that the Kong here and also the series overall looks like an updated version of the Kong animated series.
Yeah, just more vicious and such.
more vicious, better detailed, more fluent movement, which is not surprising considering the fact that as time goes on, we make more advancements in, well, everything. And animation is definitely one of them. It's definitely, and I love the fact that it's all 2D. Even the monsters are 2D, which I'm so happy about. I mean, I'm sorry to I don't want to sound like an asshole or anything, but to me, this all just looks so well blended. It's so much better than any of the other kaiju animation that's come out recently that's tried to either do a blend of 2D and 3D or has tried to be 3D that emulates 2D to varying results. The animation in the anime trilogy blows.
First thing I do want to say is you're not a dick for stating your opinion. Like, if that's the case, I'm a dick for giving a negative review of Planet of Dinosaurs. But I don't think the animation, the other stuff is bad. Like, Singular Point, I thought did a very good job with it, because the thing about...
Oh, yeah, I like Singular Point's animation. I'm just saying, I think this looks better, personally. But I do respect the fact they were so able to well integrate the 3D characters, integrating the 2D characters into a 3D environment with 3D monsters, whereas the human characters stay 2D, which I think is the standard they should be if you're going to try and do that 2D, 3D animation hybrid thing.
Yeah, exactly. Toku Punk Production says, I wish there was more Toku anime like SSS Dynazenon. Yeah, I'd be down for that, but...
That reminds me. When it comes to integrating 2D and 3D animation together, I think SSS Gridman is still the tone setter and the measuring stick that all other stuff afterwards needs to follow up with. And I think the one that comes the closest to measuring up would be Singular Point, but that's just from an animation basis. I still feel in my heart of hearts that SSSS Gridman is still my favorite kaiju/toku anime.
It's a great one. I really like that one. I love Evangelion as well. I also love Godzilla Singular Point. The trilogy's good, but there is flaws in the trilogy to point out.
For sure. And then we have Gamma Rebirth, which is trying to do what the anime trilogy did and make 3D animation that emulates 2D animated characters. It does look better than the anime trilogy, in my opinion, but it still leaves a lot to be desired. I think, in my opinion, they should, if they can't get it right with doing 3D that mimics 2D, they should either do a hybridization like what Gridman and Singular Point did, or it should all be 2D like what Skull Island looks like it's going to be.
And Rada said, did the stream end or is my connection trash? The stream did not end, bro. It's still on, but if you don't hear me saying this, I'll just say it in the chat. The stream...
Radis, can you hear me?
Is still on. Toku Punk Production says Futo PI was meh in my opinion. I like Futo PI. Like for example, the animation, seeing Kamen Rider Double in animation was really good. But I will say it, when it came to that and Kamen Rider Black Sun, the best thing Kamen Rider that came out last year. I haven't seen what's the word I'm looking for? I have not seen Kamen Rider Geats, which everyone is all over. I want to, but I haven't got around to watching it yet, even though I've been watching Royal Sentai King Oger.
Radis is reconnected, by the way. Oh, okay. And also, I want to respond to what Jennifer Offner asked in the comments. She said, does anyone remember that Kong King of the Apes show on Netflix? Yes, I do. And it was terrible. That show sucked. I couldn't even make it past like the first 5 minutes of that show.
I didn't even watch it. It looked like Paw Patrol with fucking Kong. That's what it looked like to me.
Well, you didn't miss much. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, in finishing that statement on Futo PI, I thought it was good, and I do want to review it at some point, but when it comes to the mature revivals of old school Toku that year of Kamen Rider, Black Sun, masterpiece. Futo PI was good. I do prefer the live action predecessor Kamen Rider Double though, but I did like Futo PI.
I haven't seen Futo PI, so I can't comment, but I will say that Black Sun, mwah, chef's kiss. That shit was banging.
Yeah, it was incredible. I'm still hoping that Shin Kamen Rider and Amazon's connect in a in a Black Sun RX.
That would be cool.
It would. Okay. Also, thanks for everyone suddenly showing up. This really does mean a lot. First, I didn't think much people were gonna join, since people of my channel were mostly joining for stuff like Kamen Rider, which I'm not complaining. I love Kamen Rider, but yeah, this means a lot. At first, when I saw all these comments saying stuff like Godzilla guy, I was like, oh, did I get a lot of bots in the stream? But nope, it's real viewers. So
I do have an answer for what happened. Apparently, there's a guy that was in the comments called Godzilla Guy, that was his username. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that everyone was blowing up about it is because maybe he's really popular.
Maybe. I will say if that's the case, I have heard the name Godzilla Guy before, and I do want to say thank you, Godzilla Guy. But yeah, that I did hear that name. I did. But yeah,
Although I do believe he's gone now because he hasn't commented since then. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where'd you go, Godzilla Guy Joe?
I know what you're referencing, bro, and I fucking hate that song.
I hate it too, but it won't get out of my head. It will never leave.
Just like my dick.
Grow up, would ya?
Okay, Rada said he isn't really popular. He just finished streaming by doing a quote-unquote raid. Okay. Well, either way, I do appreciate it. I really do. I was confused at first. I think everybody was.
We all get a little confused every once in a while. I'm still confused. What's 2 plus 2?
I have no idea.
Oh, I remember. It's 7.
Abyss Kaiser said Godzilla. Okay. But yeah, in terms of our point on Toku Punk Productions said stream raid for the win, and Jennifer Offner said we need to raid more people. Yep, go ahead. More views the better. But
hell yeah.
Let's take a look at why we are comparing this to Kong the Animated Series in terms of Kong design.
Did we finish the trailer?
Yeah, we did. I just went back on because everything else is just this.
Oh, sorry. We got to talk it in. It jumbled my head. So what else is new?
Hey, it's a podcast. It's all about talking. Oh, shit. Give me a second. Let me look up King Kong the Animated Series.
No, Jennifer. I do not have Gigabash. Do you have Gigabash, Joey?
I'm planning to buy it because, one, it looks fun. Second, it has the best Godzilla, Destroyer, etc. I've seen in any video game. Like, holy shit, it's so mind-blowing. That's it. I want to play that game so bad. I haven't played it yet because lately I've been playing Dead Space and Resident Evil 4 on VR, and I also got to play through Nier Automata again, so I'm planning to do a review of it. But yeah, I really do want to do Gigabash. From what I've seen, it looks like a hybrid between those old Pipeworks / Atari Godzilla fighting games and Super Smash Bros. And you know what? That's excellent.
Definitely sounds badass to me. Dead Space, huh? Like the space where your brain's supposed to be.
Okay. Roar. Let me look this up. King Kong the Animated Series. What the fuck? I look up King. Why the fuck am I on Yahoo? I look up King Kong the Animated Series Roar, and you know what I get? Anything but fucking animation.
Oh. I mean, did you type in Kong Animated Series?
Yeah, I did. It's right there.
Oh, sorry, it's hard to read.
Yeah, you never learned to read.
He says this even though I write books.
Just because you direct your mom what words you want written on the page doesn't mean you write shit.
I write shit. I just have a hard time spelling it. Whoa! Hey!
Toku Punk Production says, man, I gotta watch Black Sun. You really do. I actually did a review of the show. It's one of my favorite videos I made. There's still a few blemishes here in the video now and then, but overall, I don't let that affect my view on the video because overall I put a lot of time, effort, and passion into it. And I'm very happy with the result of it. Like, if you want to see my thoughts on that, look up Gojin Reviews Kamen Rider Black Sun. One of my best videos. It's actually what got Cody to want to watch the show.
For sure, for sure. Abyss, where'd you go? Come back. Bring cornbread.
But let's go back to Google because fuck Yahoo.
I guess so. Fuck Yahoo. Alice says, Kong, king is the farts. Alice, is your last name Cooper? If so, can I have an autograph?
Alice Cooper made really good stuff.
Hell fucking yeah. And we're talking about the singer, not the character from Archie Comics.
Yeah, of course.
Holy shit. The singer?
Okay. Give me a second. Now, what's interesting is this animated series seems to have been more forgotten than Godzilla's, which is crazy because it's King Kong, guys. But you know what? I haven't watched it in years, but 1 minute. Let me share my screen.
I see what you did there, Toku Punk. School's out soon.
Yeah. Abyss Kaiser finally decides to join. Just give me a second. 1 minute.
Tell him he's not allowed in unless he brings cornbread.
I am the great Cornelia.
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
What's with us hearing our fucking voices? Okay, let me get a roar because I think that's where it really shines the similarities. Like, see, this show's so forgotten. Even Google, that's hardly what pops up. Okay, but here's the thing: does anybody else see the resemblance between angry big monkey there and this motherfucker? Just more detailed and less simplistic.
And less hunched over.
Yeah. Since Abyss just joined, let's look at the intro of this show. Like, we're on Kong. Like, why can't we just look at some other bullshit?
Oh, you want to be on Kong, all right, you pervert.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't shut up. I throw up. When I look at you, I throw up.
And just what he calls himself. He calls himself Kong. He's flirting with me.
He's a monkey.
Also, Abyss, what type of shit was that?
I was making fun of Donkey Kong.
Okay, let's look at this intro. Okay, first thing I want to say is, when it comes to this show, I used to watch this shit all the time growing up. I'm not sure how well it holds up, but back then, I preferred Kong over Godzilla, and I was obsessed with that show.
You communist.
I haven't watched, huh?
You communist.
But now, but when it comes to this, though, I think they were kind of trying to cash in off Godzilla the series. I could be wrong. That seems like there was a lot of cues taken from that.
What? Incarnation?
Okay. Internet's being slow.
Just like you.
Welcome to Monkey Land.
Like, first of all, I want to say is even the intro is similar to Godzilla the series. Anybody else noticing from the same song and how Kong is presented? He even climbs on the fucking building. Now, to be fair, that's Kong's trait, but still...
He did it first.
Yeah, but still doing it in the intro with a very similar song, showing off the weekly monsters and such, still gives off a very similar vibe to me. Not sure if that was intentional or if they were just paying tribute to what Big Ape did.
Big monkey.
No, I'm pretty sure, like, this was just... Yes, this was made for two reasons. Because of the Godzilla animated series and the fact that its predecessor movie came out first. And also, at the same time, Mighty Joe Young, the remake, was released at around the same time, too. And so was that one Warner Brothers animated Kong musical. I don't know if you remembered that or not.
I know what that is.
It
Oh, yeah,
seemed like-
that piece of shit, the Mighty Kong.
Yeah, it seemed like around the time there was a lot of hype around apes and, well, monsters in general, but especially Kong and Godzilla, and like it just seemed like the sun and the moon were in the right alignment to make all this possible. They really seem to play off each other.
Shame the animated series of Godzilla was already over before they could do a collaboration episode with this. Unashu said, hand pink waving and virtual hug. Aw. Hello, Kitty. How are you?
Don't. We are not turning this live stream into one of your sipping parties.
Hey, she sips for me too.
You sip for these nuts.
Hey, I don't need to simp for your nuts. I can touch them whenever I want since you're that desperate.
God.
Yeah, I know. When I touch your nuts, it makes you make funny noises.
I hate your filthy rotten guts, I really do. I'm going to kill you in 7 days.
Silence! I kill you!
Oh, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna have to make a joke here. Kong looking gay as fuck here, Sonny.
Yeah, he really is.
When you know Kong's history, I didn't think of this when I was a kid. But Kong picks up women that he's interested in. Here, he's picking up a guy.
He's picking up Discount Aladdin.
Yeah, like, was he like, oh, women always gets me shot off the Empire fucking State Building. I'm going for dick this time. That sounds like what Abyss Kaiser's approach went. Women.
No, we are not doing this. Go do it on Cody.
Women wasn't working out for him, so he went for penis.
You're already joking off on me. Trying to hit up on me, you little shit.
Kong gets shot off the Empire State Building because of women. Kong now goes to guys to get shot off in another way.
Yeah. He's gonna be shooting off something, all right. Oh God. Alice said, "You guys are hilarious. Thank you, thank you. We're fucking vile. Let's be honest.
We're crimes against humanity."
Yeah.
I am a crime against humanity.
That's what I just said, dumbass.
No, you guys said we're crimes. I said I am crimes against humanity. Learn the difference, you mongoloid.
Don't call me any of your mother's pet names.
Only your mom gets to call Cody that, and me.
Shut up,
Oh.
freaking knuckle dragging Neanderthals.
Takes one to know one.
Oh,
You-
no, this just came to me right now. This, I'm really starting to wonder if that new anime actually
Ooh.
is taking inspiration from this show. Because, you have a girl that I'm pretty sure is on the island, and then you have her. And if I remember correctly, they have a very similar skin tone, too.
Maybe you should try pulling up a picture of that one girl to try and do a side-by-side comparison?
Yeah, let me see. This is just...
No, I will not let you see. Quit asking. My dick is not for public display.
I would need a magnifying glass to see that shit first.
He got me.
Your dick is like John Cena. Nobody can see it.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Well, you gotta be so mean.
Okay, let me. Okay, we're about at.
Thanks for explaining the joke, Abyss.
Give me a second. Like, 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, fuck.
Don't hurt yourself now.
Trying to get it on a still. Yeah, I finally got it on a still. Finally. Now
Yeah, this is why you don't let a brain run a computer.
You say that right when you're on this podcast. Or are you using a mobile phone?
I am actually on my computer for the one time.
Pot calling the kettle black, and this is your one time, so. But seriously, look, same dark skin color and same hair color too. So I have a feeling like this might be like what Godzilla the series was for that awful Hanna-Barbera cartoon for the old school for the 2000s Kong the Animated Series. Does anybody see what I'm talking about?
No, I think she actually looks lighter than the girl from the 2000 show, and she has a different hair color. Leah, can
Okay,
you
so
go
it might
back to her for a bit?
Okay,
Oh.
okay, give me a second. Okay.
Open more than one window, dumbass.
I don't think I'm allowed to. Let me see
Oh.
if I can.
Oh,
Let me see if I can. One, because I never tried it. Yeah. Oh wait, there is slides. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I can't open more than one window. Maybe
Oh.
it's on the paid version of StreamYard, but I'm a broke bitch, so I don't have it.
oh, you're broken, all right, in the head and the pants.
Okay. Like, I know the skin color, like, for example, is darker here, but I think she's serving a very similar role to her. And slightly dark skin color and hairdo, I don't know, just kind of gives me that vibe.
I do agree to an extent that she might be serving the same purpose, but there are also some other differences. For one thing, this show clearly has a different color palette than what the upcoming show has going for it, and she's also clearly a native, whereas the girl in the other show is not. She's a shipwreck girl.
That is true. Jennifer Offner said Kong goes both ways. Hey, it's not nice to call Abyss Kaiser Kong like that.
Shut up.
Like, seriously, look at his face right there when he actually opens his mouth, and it looks kind of similar to when he's roaring at the screen in this new
Oh, look,
series.
it's Brock Lesnar.
Where's the lie, though? I'm gonna have to give this series another watch through another time because I tried to watch it before and it didn't blow me away. I was having a hard time enjoying it.
Blew you away.
Oh my god! But anyway,
blow each other away. You're all breathtaking.
I did watch it as a kid, and I used to be a fan of it, but that's because as a kid, I was this very massive Kong fanboy, and anything with the big ape would catch my attention.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but now as an adult, looking back at it, it doesn't look great to me. The intro is sick, though. You have this very kick-ass song. It shows off the monster of the week in a very interesting fashion. So I feel like that's probably the best part of the show. But I do want to do this marathon of reviewing all this stuff when more stuff involving Godzilla is shown. But so I'll have to rewatch
I
it.
mean, we got a movie from Toho later this year, and we got the new Kong movie coming out next year. Is that not enough?
Well, I want a trailer shown off for one of them. Like we have this animated series, but that kind of caught me off guard when I was working on something else.
Yeah, like Wade catches you off guard.
So I'm waiting for like a trailer for the new Godzilla movie coming out before I start that.
Bro, get ahead of the curve. You know what your problem is? Okay, I'm going to give you some criticism here, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you only wait until like something's right around the corner. You don't do any pre-preparations so that you can put out on a schedule. That's why your schedule failed before. Now you're just doing whatever the fuck. You need to get ahead of the curve. I mean, I bet you haven't even worked on that Spider-Man review that we're supposed to be doing later next month. Have you? And that's when Spider-Verse 2 is coming out. And we're doing it for Spider-Verse.
Funny you mentioned that because I actually was. I have just made the thumbnail today.
Oh, you have?
Yep.
Have you started editing the video together at all?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't make the... I want to word that better. I didn't make the thumbnail, but I asked Zim if he could make it because he's really good at it. I tried making the thumbnail today, but I couldn't come up with something good. So I asked my friend Zimzilla, who I've helped edited some videos with lately, hey, can you come up with something cool? And he did. He came up with 2 good options.
Oh, cool. Can I see them after the stream's over? Because now I'm curious.
Yeah, you can. I want to show you. So yeah, I actually just started working on that recently.
Oh.
I also have a video that I'm working on called My Problem with Dub. That's basically, the script of that is finished, but I sent the script to Zim to kind of touch up anything that he feels might be misworded and such, since he's really good with writing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I do want to get to that. We'll be getting to it soon. But yeah, I am gonna be rewatching that show. I don't think it's gonna hold up, to be honest.
I do want to try rewatching it too because, yeah, that intro does look awesome, and I feel that it's best to try to set my expectations as low as I can because usually when you do that, you're able to enjoy something more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe I might like it. I like Godzilla the Animated Series. I own the entire thing on DVD, and it seems like this was going for something similar to that.
Most definitely.
Jennifer Offner said, Disney going downhill. I'll be completely honest here. While there's stuff of Disney I like, such as Pirates of the Caribbean, I never was a huge fan of them. Though lately, yeah, objectively...
Uncultured swine.
But objectively, they are going downhill. Jennifer Offner said, are you guys anticipating any movies this summer? The only movies I know I'm looking forward to is that upcoming Godzilla movie, Shin Kamen Rider, which isn't coming this summer. It's gonna be out in a few days in the United States.
I'm gonna go see it Wednesday.
Huh?
I'm gonna go see it next Wednesday.
Yeah, I am too.
Week.
Yeah, I am too. I'm gonna go see it as well.
Good.
It's
We're
gonna be
probably
awesome.
literally gonna be seeing it at like the same time, so it's probably funny.
Well, it's gonna be playing at 7 where I'm at.
You guys want to do a
what
podcast?
Do you know? I'm gonna go see it at 7 too.
Same. You guys want to do a podcast about our thoughts on the movie once we see it?
We should do a live reaction like almost immediately.
Yeah, of course. I was planning to, like, doing a review of it.
Wednesday night, we need to do it, live reaction.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm down.
Good.
Jennifer Offner said the new Godzilla movie is coming out this summer. I don't think so, but I'm saying that's the only upcoming movie I'm really looking forward to this year right now. Because I'll be honest, I mostly watch foreign films. I do watch a fair share of Hollywood movies, but there's so many different styles you can get across the globe. I don't want to just stick to my own country, so I don't.
He's a filthy rotten weeaboo.
Hey, I like Chinese, Korean, and stuff like that too.
Okay, so diet weeaboo, but weeaboo nonetheless.
Toku Punk Productions says, my theater was full for Shin Ultraman. I wanted to see Shin Ultraman in theaters, but one, I've already seen it on Billy or whatever the hell the site's called.
Arg!
Yeah. And second, while I still would have paid to see it afterwards, I said I didn't have the money to on that one day. But that's
I
why
still
with
haven't
Shin
seen
Kamen
Shin
Rider...
Ultraman.
Huh?
I still haven't seen Shin Ultraman.
Watch it. It's fucking good. It's
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure it's really good. I'm
just too lazy to go and like watch it yet.
I'll probably just buy it and watch it when Blu-ray finally
Jennifer
comes out.
Offner said they're looking forward to the new TMNT movie. A lot of people are actually. It looks fine.
I'm
not-
interested.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like my cup of tea personally, but I can see why a lot of people are hyped for it.
Wait, there's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
Yeah.
Have you been living under a rock?
Yes.
No, he's been living under Wade's balls.
Oh wait, I think I remember something about it now. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a new TMNT movie coming out this year called Mutant Mayhem. I think it looks pretty cool myself. I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan, so
Can you pull up the trailer for it, Gojin?
Huh?
Can you pull up the trailer? I don't think I've seen it yet.
Okay. Let me get the trailer.
Have we talked about it in the podcast yet?
We have not.
Well, there you go.
20.
I'm also kind of looking forward to Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. That looks fun.
Oh shit! I completely forgot about
You know, we might as well look at the trailer to that too, because like when I did that video called Otaku Central, where we looked at the trailer to the new Armor Core, Ultraman Blazer, and Godzilla vs. Kong: The New Empire. Someone in the comments pointed out that there was no Transformers in it, and yeah, I wanted to talk about that too. So we can kind of do that here. But first, let's look at this. Oh, 1 minute, gotta turn it up.
Yeah, there are a few other movies that are coming out this year that I was looking forward to. I had of a list, but I cannot remember it all off the top of my head. I will say I still haven't seen the Super Mario Brothers movie. I really want to because it looks good. I want to see 65, even though a lot of people didn't like that one. And I'm also want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because, well, as shit as the MCU has been recently, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably gonna
I
be
like
the last thing from the MCU that's gonna be good. So enjoy it, y'all.
Yes. Enjoy the distraction, you big turd blossoms. But yeah, the movie I'm most excited for that's coming out this year, that we ironically probably won't get to see until next year because of how late it's coming out in the year, is Godzilla 0.
Yeah.
Because, well, Godzilla is our bread and butter around here.
You know what's bread and butter?
Don't do
Your
it.
mom's ass with my cum.
He did it.
Yeah, you damn right I did it while you watched.
We got some culture going on around here.
You know something, Joey? You're a big meanie pants and I don't like you.
Something I will say about here when it comes to the art style, it seems to be a blend of comic book alongside those oh wait, I didn't have the trailer playing.
I was about to say you don't even have a trailer going, you asshole.
I'm a fucking retard. Holy shit.
No shit.
Hey,
I've been telling you
was
for
busy
years.
with both of your moms, so it's a lot of work.
If you can't
I
even
was
figure this
busy
out, you're
with
probably
your
too
mom,
retarded to even do it. So shut your ass up, dumbass motherfucker. I'm gonna get you demonetized. Probably gonna already anyway.
Like something I want to point out, the art style seems like a combination of comic book alongside old stop motion animation. Like with how they move, they have this similar jank, and I don't mean that in a bad way, to a lot of those stop motion films.
For me, I think like it's trying to emulate the sort of sketchy animation style of the first Spider-Verse movie and what the recent Puss in Boots movie, The Last Wish, also utilized as well. A new sort of animation style that is apparently becoming very popular with people recently, although I have no idea why, because personally, even though I think it's all right, I prefer the more smoother animation. I will prefer characters to move as smoothly as possible, because the sketchiness kind of fucks with my head just a wee little bit.
Alice said you're furry. You talking about the video down there by Tom Dark, aka Turkey Tom, called the Turkey with the Furry lawsuit? No, that's a video by a commentary channel. You may have heard of Turkey Tom, or you may have not. He generally makes commentary, documentary type videos. While on Tom Dark, he generally just talks about unscripted drama, similar to Leafy is here and such.
Because of course you follow a guy named Turkey Tom.
He makes good content. He makes good, interesting, and sometimes funny content. So
dislike ratio though.
So no, I am not a fucking furry. The whole
I don't believe you.
The whole furry lawsuit thing down there.
He's a furry trapped in the closet.
Shut up, fucker. I would use another F word if I wasn't afraid of getting taken down by YouTube.
Bruh, I'm amazed you haven't yet.
Stay still. Stay still. No. Oh! Let's try that again, but with ninja stars. Hey, why did we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head? Just stop talking. You're ruining my concentration.
You're fine. Chill. He's gonna die.
What, did you hear that? What was that? Well, nothing we can do. You guys want to grab pizza?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? What the heck are those things? They look like little Shreks to me.
Wait, did they say Shrek?
Yeah.
Yes.
At first, I was like, wait, they're actually... Okay, first thing I want to mention. I just
Oh my god, that guy...
What's with this guy's face? Yeah, all these fuckers are inbreds. They probably are.
But particularly that guy right there.
Yeah, they probably fucked each other at birth.
Oh my god.
Oof.
I'm not a fan of how they look in this show. If I'm being honest.
I'm not either. I'm not, to be honest. Like,
ugly.
That's another reason why it's kind of not my cup of tea. I don't really care for the art style. Like, the animation itself looks good, but the designs...
I don't know if I'm too big of a fan of the turtles acting like modern kids, too.
Yeah.
Again,
Next to me.
I like the modern stuff.
Oh, we've prepared our whole lives for this. Can I kick it?
Oh my god! Oh my, I'm gonna be sick. Leo, what happened? Is Donnie bleeding? It was an accident. Mikey, watch out!
Okay, I'll admit that part was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So you.
One minute.
Oh my gosh.
You were baby turtles who made contact with mystery goo.
Well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah. It's like,
You know what else made contact with mystery goos to Abyss?
Don't do it.
Your mom.
You will not do it.
So did your
because
face.
Oh.
Your face right in front of Wade's dick.
Oh.
Yeah, and you made the sound too there.
Oh, dude.
Now, this is why no one wants to play with you, Joey.
I do not consider your mom a person.
it rolls off the tongue better, yeah.
Ooze.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, it does roll off the tongue, doesn't it, Abyss?
So if Nelson rolled off your mom's tongue last night.
Hey, it's your tongue that it's rolling off.
Hey! He was rolling off my tongue. I'm John Cena!
I think it looks fine. Like, the animation, while isn't my cup of tea, it is competently animated, and it seems to have a lot of the Turtles' energy that a lot of people, and even myself, grew up with. Just something about it just doesn't catch my attention too much, but it looks okay.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think except for those three guys you guys pointed out that looked inbred, I think it looks fine. I saw a shot of Rocksteady and Bebop in there that looked cool. The turtles themselves look fine.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
here,
see what
objectively, the animation is good.
I'm talking about the art design too.
Okay. Well,
I think they all look fine, except again for those 3 guys that you and Abyss pointed out specifically.
You mean your 3 siblings?
Yeah, the ones that you invited over to talk to. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I love the Ninja Turtles. Only real gripe I do have is that I think Donnie sounds a little too young. I think like his voice actor should have been for Mikey, since Mikey's the youngest, and typically I think Donnie is usually the oldest, if not one of the top 2 oldest. But that's literally just a nitpick. It's not a deal breaker for me. I'm looking forward to it, especially because it has a big cast of mutant characters that are supposed to be in there. There's Rocksteady and Bebop, Wingnut, Leatherhead, and I think Baxter's also Stockman's supposed to be in it, and he might mutate into his fly form. Yeah, it looks cool to me. Turtle Power.
I can definitely see that. Like, I'll watch it. I think it looks fine. There's 2 sides that are on this movie. There's one side that think it looks awful, and another side that's hyped for it. Me, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like, we'll see where it goes.
Again, I just don't care for the sketchy animation style. I think it's part of why I didn't care a whole lot for the first Spider-Verse movie, because it used that same similar style. I'm not saying it's bad. I actually applaud them for trying to go for something new instead of just going with the norm. Like they're trying to break the mold with a new animation style. It's just not, it doesn't do a whole lot for me.
Yeah. Jennifer Offner said Ice Cube is in this movie. Now that's cool, because I'm a fan of Ice Cube. I loved him ever since I saw him in Anaconda, which is still...
Oh, you love him all right.
Oh, fuck off.
Of course you love Anaconda. You wish your dick was one.
Got him again.
Difference between you and me is at least I can see mine.
He's projecting. He can't.
Okay.
Always projecting, as always.
Always projecting, as always. Thank you for that great insight.
Okay, should we take a look at Rise of the Beast before we go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Rise of the Beast. That's what your mama says last night. Ooh.
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 Okay. Give me a second. Let me start this. Oh yeah, Alice said subscribing to this channel is single-handedly the dumbest idea I have ever had, and I don't regret it.
Based.
Based as fuck.
Thank you.
We are some very fucked up people here, but you know what? That's why people watch us. We're assholes.
You're just the biggest one. I'm being stretched out too far by Wade's dick.
Girl. Oh look, it's Metal Kong.
Okay, I don't know if they took inspiration from Kong here, particularly Peter Jackson's, but how he's just swinging on all those trees and all that really makes me think of that, and I love it.
No, that's Optimus Primal, leader of the Maximals.
Yeah.
He's been a thing since the 90s at least.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying that shot in particular. It especially makes me think of that King Kong video game where you're swinging around. Toku Punk Productions says you're the people the Twitter fear. Yeah, I've been blocked on Twitter multiple times. I've been blocked and reported.
Dude, fuck Twitter. Honestly.
Twitter's cancer. Besides subscribing for hot naked Asian chicks, news, and interact with certain people.
I don't even use Twitter, and I have a Twitter account.
I don't. Oh, and self-promotion. But other than that, yeah, Twitter's cancer. But you know what?
I proudly don't have Twitter, and I never will.
I don't blame you. It's a cancerous platform, but I do enjoy pissing people off on it occasionally.
It's good that maybe if you want to go on there and trigger a bunch of people, that's about it.
Now, that's doing God's work right there.
As Griffin Gaming stated, you don't go on Twitter to see good takes. You go on Twitter to see the most retarded people on planet Earth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind has stayed hidden on Earth. But darkness has found us again. Prime. This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
Hey, it's the Star Destroyer.
I think you mean Death Star, dumbass.
Oh, yes. Oh, holy fuck.
You have failed. Turn in your nerd badge now and get in the corner.
I'm not gonna watch you fuck your fuck Abyss Kaiser.
No, but you do watch me fuck your mama.
Well, fuck off.
I definitely fuck off to both y'all's mamas each and every night. Now shut the fuck up and play the video.
Yeah, that's how I know your dick is only 2 inches.
Play the goddamn video, Joey.
Back up. Oh, I thought we were boys.
You want it? Come and get it.
You brought a human here? I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now. This is not our war.
Optimus, we must trust each other.
I have a question. Are these movies connected to the Michael Bay films in any way, or is?
Nope, full on reboot.
Okay. So what? Including Bumblebee, right? And this is a sequel to Bumblebee, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That explains why a lot of people like it. I watched the Bay films as a kid, and I loved them back then. Not sure how well they hold up as an adult. I expect to like the first one, since a lot of people do. The others, I don't know. But yeah, something I will say.
To me, the Bay Forward movies are good, dumb fun. Okay, not good, dumb fun. There are a lot of problems that people have with them, and they're totally justified in those problems, but I'm able to overlook them enough just to enjoy the sheer dumbassery of what the movies are.
Jennifer Offner said 3 is a masterpiece. Yeah, a lot of people do like 3, I think. But as Trev Tom basically said, they're basically live-action cartoons, and that's kind of like what the intention was.
That's the home we all share.
The reason I brought that up is because in this, their mouths are moving, and in that movie, they were covered. In the Bay films, they were covered, which is why I was kind of confused there.
Oh, cow.
How big can this guy be?
He eats planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
Well, he says way bigger than a planet. Tell that to Ghidorah, who destroys planets. And he's not bigger than a planet.
Now I want to watch Ghidorah versus Unicron.
That would be interesting. Space Godzilla too, because he's also a planet destroyer.
Planet Destroyer!
Man, look how smooth that work here is.
Everything you cared for will be consumed.
And how the sparks went on at that effect, this is stuff the MCU is often lacking. Like in the Black Widow movie when she's running from the flames, you didn't even see the reflection of the fire on her. The lighting didn't affect her in any way. You could tell the fire wasn't there. While here, the stuff looks as real as what Hollywood can do. Like, look at that. The fire looks like it's connecting with him. He looks like the lighting on the fire is on this guy here.
I'm falling into the fire. Where are my 80s metalheads at?
They're all at your mom's house.
Shut up.
Maybe there's another way to save our home.
You've never faced anything like this.
Let them come.
Okay, this looks epic.
I don't know what Trevor's on about. This looks great.
Who?
Trevor.
Trevor doesn't think this looks great.
He's all
Contrarian ass.
literally every time we talk about it, he's always like, it's just sort of ho-hum for me. I'm just like, this is literally better than every single Bayformers movie combined already from these trailers alone. Don't at me.
Him being a contrarian as always.
Yeah, I was about to say, he loves to be a contrarian. Somebody needs to whack him on the forehead with this one, though.
Like, you can
Doofus,
say I'm kind of a
doofus.
contrarian in my preference to foreign media, but I'm still not
Biased.
Fuck off.
Oh, everyone knows that preference is a pretty word for bias. Shut up.
Toku Punk Productions said, I'm more of a new metal guy here. I like new metal a lot. I've loved it for years. Like, I love Nonpoint, Slipknot, not Mudvayne. There's a lot of great new metal bands out there, but I love a lot of metal genres.
New metal's fine. It's just not my favorite metal genre.
My favorite genre tends to slip. Sometimes I prefer this metal, sometimes I prefer another
Oh, you
metal.
slip all right.
Sometimes I prefer punk, sometimes I prefer J-pop, sometimes I prefer something else. It all depends on my mood.
It's the Cornelio.
Yo, Noah, take the wheel.
They really showing off the spectacle here. And you know what? I'm all for it.
Oh, I want to read what Toku Punk just wrote. Been rewatching the Beast Wars for the first time since I was 4 or 5. The CGI is so bad, but the story and character makes up for it, especially as it goes on. I agree 100%.
Toku Punk Productions said, my favorite is pop punk. Rest in peace, Sum 41. Great taste there. Like, I love pop punk as well, but I also love hardcore punk rock. I'm very open. Sum 41 was actually one of the bands that got me into rock and metal, and that was from Godzilla Final Wars playing Raw to Blame. And
Damn it!
You know
you
what?
ruined my joke. I was about to say, Sum 41 is breaking up, and we're all to blame.
Yeah. But yeah, I miss Sum 41. And like, they were one of the groups who got me into rock and metal. And it's also thanks to Godzilla, because, well, Final Wars.
There should be more rock and metal music in Godzilla movies.
Yeah, there should. Toku Punk Productions says Skillet was my gateway band for watching Godzilla AMVs. I used to watch AMVs all the time, but I can't remember who my gateway was. Skillet was another great band too, by the way. They're still around today.
Awesome.
They are.
There's this AMV of Godzilla AMV that set to Skillet's Monster. You guys should check that out. It is mwah.
Jennifer Offner said, have you ever played the Cybertron games? I heard about them, but I have not played them yet. How about you, Abyss? I know Cody hasn't, because Cody isn't much of a gamer.
No.
Oh, you haven't? I have heard of them, and I do know they're very well received. I just haven't played them. But anyway, do you guys have anything more you want to say or talk about?
I mean, I did have stuff that I still wanted to say about the Skull Island anime, but that ship has sailed, so to speak. And honestly, I am losing all my social juices, so to speak, and now I just want to be left the fuck alone.
Because Aaron sucked them all out of you. That's how.
Hey, he got sloppy seconds after you, bitch.
But anyway, you have anything more to say, Abyss?
Nah, negative.
That said, that was it for this episode. I do want to say thank you guys for joining. I actually didn't expect to get much views here because generally most people click my channel for stuff like Kamen Rider. Even though, while I talk about Kamen Rider a lot since I love Kamen Rider, I don't want to be labeled a Kamen Rider channel. I want to be a nerd-centric channel. Basically just talk about whatever nerd stuff I want to talk about. And you know what? It's nice that we're getting in some more views here. I'm glad this stream blew up for my size, so thank you. Thank you all for joining. It means so much.
What will he talk about next? Whatever the fuck I want.
Yep. But please comment your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed it, smash that like button, share it around, and subscribe. This is Gojin the Makai Phantom, leaving the building.
Stay awesome, people.
Cornelia!